Hello, everybody out there in television land. This is Jeremy with Kenai Property Management. Yes, I just made that up. And beside me, always to my right, sometimes to my left, is Angelia Ruff, also with Kenai Property Management. And we are going to talk about today.
All right, Jeremy, I have a question for you. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, we gotta focus.
Focus.
Serious face on.
Serious.
Okay. If you
Yeah.
could give a realtor one checklist, but I'm gonna summarize a little tighter. A checklist for investor buyers. What would be on it? Top 5. I know.
All right. Well, okay, so for those of you who don't know, I've helped many investors buy and flip properties, buy and hold properties and whatnot. Buying is not something we currently help people with, but I do have a lot of experience when it comes to this. So when I was analyzing properties for people to buy, at the end of the day, it just you had to know about capital expenditures. That was a big thing, right? So you're talking about your HVAC system, your windows, your roof, your hot water heater, your electrical system, right? Are those things up to today's standards? There's several boxes like Federal Pacific, for example, that are known fire hazards that will have to be replaced. Roof can, 15, 20 grand. Like that's a huge expense. So you need to know about your capital expenditures before you're purchasing that property. Same thing with rentals. Go ahead.
I would even say with that could potentially put you at risk of not being able to get insurance on the home as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I think not just CapEx, but what else is it going to hurt you on, right? So the same list that your insurance agent would yell at you about, your real estate agent needs to make sure you have from an investment portfolio. All right, so is that your
Right.
5 or we
No,
got
no, no.
more?
That was
Oh my
one.
gosh, that
That was
was
one.
one.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
So another thing is obviously neighborhood, right? Um, is it
Mr. Rogers?
yeah, Mr. Rogers or Pine Hills,
Oh,
right?
okay.
We'll call it for
No,
this
there's some
example.
lovely people that live in Pine Hills, so
There
I
are
don't want to
some
keep picking on
lovely
Pine
people,
Hills.
and we manage
So how about we
properties.
say maybe we don't do that. Maybe we
Well,
say
fictitious neighborhood.
certain neighborhoods in
Yes, certain
I don't know. I don't
neighborhoods.
want to rag on
We'll
anybody.
just say Crime Hills. We'll say an imaginary neighborhood in
No.
Crime Hills. Um, all right. So, like for example, I used to manage a property in North Chicago that had a police camera right across the street. That at one time, somebody kicked open the door and robbed my tenant at gunpoint. I myself am 6'2", about 250 pounds. I don't worry too much about going into a bad neighborhood. Not that somebody couldn't pull a gun or knife on me or something like that. But if it's this beautiful woman over here, I would not send her to that neighborhood, right? So another thing about buying is, do you feel comfortable going into the neighborhood? If you don't know the neighborhood, drive the neighborhood. If
So the
people are
checklist is so far we've got CapEx,
CapEx,
which
neighborhood,
neighborhood,
right?
and CapEx. We'll say a little bit on the insurance checkpoint, kind of both of those.
Mhm.
Let's go hand in hand. All right, so we got
Right.
2 so
And
far.
if you're financing the property, a lot of times they won't let you purchase the property if things like, let's say the roof is leaking or something like that, unless you're doing some creative financing or hard money loans or something like that. I'm talking about just traditional financing, not DSCR or anything like that. Um, so another thing would be obviously, price, ARV. What if
What is
something
ARV,
happens?
Jeremy?
ARV, after repaired value. So let's say
Okay.
you're buying something that needs some improvements. You're renovating the kitchen or something like that, put in a new kitchen, new bathroom, throwing down some new rugs, painting, something like that. And let's hypothetically say that it's in an HOA, homeowners association, and they say, meh, we don't allow rentals anymore, or you're capped on the amount of rentals, so you could go on the wait list, but you can't rent the property, and you just renovated it to rent it out, and now you can't do that. So you would want to know, you would want to have an alternative exit strategy and know your ARV. So after you repair it, could you potentially just flip it and sell it and be done with it, right? If it doesn't work as a flip, if the rental doesn't work out, then you need to have an alternative rental strategy other than moving into the, or alternative exit strategy other than moving into the property.
All right, so then checklist so far. Sounds like
Hmm.
we've only got three. So we've got CapEx with
Whoa.
the insurance. We've got we've got neighborhood.
Uh-huh.
And so this would be exit strategy would be third. So how would the realtor with a checklist help someone with the exit strategy?
Just checking the after repaired value to make sure that the comparable sales come out to be able to sell the property and have a clean exit. So adding up the potential repairs, the purchase price and everything like that. And then once you get all that factored in, is there enough money on the table after you figure in title, selling expenses, commission on the back end, if you're going to be able to sell it and exit clean.
All
Maybe we
right, so
should just
the
wrap it up
last.
with
I'm gonna
three.
give the last
Give
two.
the last
I'm gonna
two,
give two just so that we have more.
please.
I think one of them should be: is there a solid property management company that's servicing that
Ooh,
area?
because if not, what's
Because
it gonna do
right, that's kind of bad.
if
Now
we're
they're
not
stuck
there?
trying to manage it without having the right support system in play.
Okay.
And I think that the last part for a good checklist for investor buyers that you want that the realtor should be checking for you is also what's happening in the community, what's coming up. So are they getting ready to put in a new school? Are they getting ready to put in a new shopping plaza? What's going on with that road right now, but what's going to happen in the future? Because too many times do you potentially buy something in a spot and think it's a nice, quiet neighborhood, and less than 5 years from now, it's a strip mall's going in. So I
I
think
like a
that would
nice strip
be
mall. I mean,
well, everybody likes some good shopping, but
yeah,
I
yeah,
think from a standpoint of an investor, you've got more traffic coming down your road, things
right,
like that.
absolutely.
So that would be our five combined together for a checklist for investors,
Woo-hoo.
for realtors, for investors. All right, until next time.
Bye now.